Hi, my name is Emily and I work for Bold Security Group as their Marketing and Development Manager. Jonathan has invited me to share a short video with you all as part of his Red Laces Women in Business campaign, and I am so excited to be able to do so. I've seen some of the videos thus far and they have been really informative and have provided some really brilliant advice, so thank you all for being involved. I joined the security industry 2 years ago and I came into it knowing that it was a very male dominated industry. And I think that can be said for a lot of industries and a lot of sectors within business. Women automatically come up against that hurdle of knowing that they're actually a little bit of the minority within that sector or that industry, and that can maybe put a little bit of a barrier between them and striving for the best that they can be in any promotions that might come up. That's particularly true in security, and a little anecdote to maybe paint the picture a little bit better for you is that we were recruiting in-house for a new site that had come up, and it was large scale, and out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applicants, we only saw 1 or 2 women apply. And I think that is such a shame. I think part of that is the societal view of what a security guard is. So I think we see them as big, muscly men on like a nightclub door, but there is so much more to it than that, and there are so many more positions available, not only as frontline staff, maybe in a concierge or a more retail setting, but actually in all of the steps behind that. So we've got middle manager roles, CEO, we've got managing director, operationals managers, and I think there's so many little opportunities that women are missing out on because of an idea that they're stuck. Maybe because they feel they need to decide between personal, family and business life, when actually the two can live harmoniously. And I think that's proven by some really inspirational women that have proved that it's so possible to have that family life, to have children and maintain a really integral role within business and industry. And I don't think that we should be holding back because of that anymore. There's some really shocking statistics that you can see about women in business, and I think one that's really shocking to me and that has been spoken about a lot is the gender pay gap. And I just am so shocked that even still exists, and I know we're making leaps and bounds in the right direction, but I think it's something that really highlights the uphill battle that we are going through. Having said that, I think we are living in really rapidly changing times, and I think in a matter of years, decades, we're going to really see the Women in Business initiative and campaigns that are going on across the world, across industries, and not only by women, proven by this one, by Jonathan. And I think we're going to see some really large forward steps and some really interesting and really positive changes in the way that women are seen within business. And I think it's only right, because we are missing out on so much knowledge and experience from women that feel that they need to maybe hang back, or maybe they're not getting the promotions that they deserve because of some unconscious biases that are happening. I think as women, it's worth really elevating our confidence, which I know is so hard to do, but in confidence comes the ability to call out maybe some negative behaviours that are just maybe not even realised, and it might just take you putting that little push and a nudge. Actually, I don't like it when you say that. Actually, I don't think that's correct. Let's calm down a little bit, and that might change someone's perspective completely. So I think that's something that I found to be really helpful in my interactions. Recently, I've been pushing a Women in Security event, forum and committee, and I had one the other day and it went really well. I brought women together from the entire security industry, so starting at our frontline guards, all the way to our MDs, CEOs and everything in between. And we came together to discuss how we can make the industry better. And I don't think that's something that needs to be exclusive to security or to the UK or anywhere for that matter. I think that idea of bringing people together and exploring how things can be improved is really exciting and something that can be implemented across the board, and something that we'll see some really promising changes through. Something that came up, and arguably the tagline of the event, was "You cannot be what you cannot see," and I think that is such a powerful message. I think women in business find it quite hard to strive for a promotion or for a higher level position, because it's just not there for them to take note of. If they have a woman MD or a managing director, CEO, I think it's so much easier to strive towards that, because you can see that it is achievable. Without that, you have to really get into a very strong mindset and almost create and invent that role for yourself, and it just makes that little bit harder. So the promotion of getting women into these management positions is absolutely huge. And I think in saying that, the word promotion, and that's something we really need to be looking into. Ladies that start as frontline security guards, for example, need to be offered these promotions, fairly and rightly so. Perhaps that's not happening as much as it should at the moment, and that's where we see this gap between our frontline guards, managing directors, and not a lot of women in between. And I think the same can be said for a few industries, so that's something to take forward. On the back of my Women in Security events, I am in the throes of creating a committee. Again, something that I think industries on the whole should be looking into, where women and men come together with the idea of making the security industry better, not only for women but for everybody, with a strong emphasis on this equality. And I really look forward to seeing where that goes. And as I say, I think that's something that can be implemented across the board and have some really positive impacts. Just want to say a massive thank you for Jonathan for having me and Red Laces, and I really look forward to seeing all of the future videos. Thank you.